당신은 엘리베이터를 타고 지하 3층 그라운드 섹터에 도착하였습니다.
Glad to see you've made it. I don't know how you did it, but then again, you survived a giant elevator crash, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Also, again, I apologize for hitting you over the head. In fact, it is for this reason that I believe we should not meet face to face. You see, for whatever reason, I'm prone to violent instincts, and I do not trust myself to not give in to them again. I have locked myself inside of a surveillance room. That way I can help without being a danger to you. We are currently on the lowest floor to remain active before everything went awry. There are many floors below us, but they've all remained closed and abandoned for quite some time now. So just make sure not to fall. As for your children, I don't know exactly where they're being kept, but I know someone who does. Head to the aquatic sector. That's where he resides.
당신은 주변에서 건전지 2개를 주워 드론을 작동시켜 문을 열고 넓은 식당 안으로 들어갔는데요.
It just hit me that you need the keycard to operate the cable car. Shouldn't be too hard to find one. Literally everyone had a copy. It's how you'd get from station to station.
당신은 바닥에 흩어져 있는 색연필을 모아 케이블카를 작동시키는 키카드와 바꿨습니다. 그 식당에서 클레어와 남자아이의 흔적도 찾아볼 수 있었는데요. 이제 케이블카를 작동시켜 반반이 말한 수중구역으로 향하였습니다. 수중구역에 도착한 당신은 드론을 사용해 스팅어 플린을 만나기 위한 키카드를 손에 넣게 되었는데요.
You've had a rough day, I can tell. You diligently wait for the moment you leave this wretched place with your child in hand, I can also tell. Not to undermine your efforts, but I fear that moment may never come. I cannot let it happen, and I will gladly show you why, but after I do, you take my advice. Leave this place while you still can. Erase it from your memory. Move on and forget any of this ever happened. And I promise you, tomorrow will be a better day. Welcome to my home. Or at least, what was supposed to be my home. Down in the dark and cold depths of the facility. The circumstances force you to do things that are out of your nature. When I feel that I'm straying too far off my original course, I head to the room you found me meditating in to mentally regroup. I come to this place, and then I am reminded that what I'm fighting for is worth all of this pain and suffering. Of course, none of this is real, but it all could be. I have never had actual sun rays touch my skin. Can you imagine that? And I yearn for the day that they finally do. I need the children to achieve that. But do not worry. I will practice the safest of procedures. Whatever I decide to do with the adults, I will make sure to keep one alive and sane so that the surviving children are delivered to the surface safe and sound. And of course, to deliver me to where I choose to be. Oh, to live the simple life of a completely brainless jellyfish, just munching on shrimp and avoiding getting eaten by turtles all day. You never appreciate how calming it is to have no conscience until you have one. I admire your courage, so I am giving you the chance to walk away. Take it. That way you won't lose both your life and the chance to see your child. No liver, no intestines, but most importantly, no pancreas. You, sir, need to have more organs. What am I supposed to eat when there's nothing to eat? Guess I'm going to have to look elsewhere.
You are not one of them. You are new. You need to hide. They are coming.
당신은 스팅어 플린의 기억을 경험하고 토드스터의 방에서 눈을 뜨게 됩니다. 그 방의 모든 퍼즐들을 풀어 닫혀있던 문을 열고 밖으로 나갈 수 있게 되었는데요. 또한 숨겨진 비디오 테이프를 발견하였습니다.
What happened to you is one of Stinger Flynn's tricks. He left for the progressive sector, but we have something more important to deal with right now. See Nabnab's room? It's open now, which means he's inside. He's on the hunt, and it's too dangerous to do anything in this state. We have to deal with him. Luckily, I have a solution, but you won't like it. Head to the medical sector and we'll talk there.
당신은 먼저 케이블카를 타고 그라운드 구역으로 향해 획득한 비디오 테이프를 시청하였는데요. 다시 케이블카를 타고 반반이 말한 의료구역으로 갔습니다.
When Nabnab escaped, it wasn't long before workers started to disappear. Of course, precautions and trading can only get you so far, so we had to think of a more permanent solution. Nabnalina was that solution. We had a theory that Nabnab was as aggressive as he was due to his loneliness. We never got to prove this theory right, as the collapse happened during the surgery. That's where you come in. You'll be carrying out the final steps of said surgery. Juvenium-related procedures are very delicate, so I'm going to need you to pay very close attention to these instructions. The hard part is already done. All you need to do is mix the right concentrations and inject her with it about 6 times. The machine with the droplet symbols is where that's done. When it's timed, the screen will light up with a symbol of the needed concentration. For simplicity, the concentrations have been represented by colors. Mix and achieve the right concentration, then collect it in the syringe and give it to Navnali. The machine with the colored pipes will occasionally shift to the wrong colors, and when that happens, use the given tongs to revert them all to their normal state of green. The buttons on the walls will also malfunction at times. When that happens, hit any ones that are lit with your drone. The excess germanium that you can find in the room will deplete when anything malfunctions or when a concentration is needed to be delivered. The procedure stops if any of the 4 depletes completely, and what happens next is never good. Only the best of us perform germanium procedures, but we don't have much of a choice. Good luck.
당신의 수술은 성공하였고 오디오 디스크를 얻게 되었는데요.
I hope that wasn't too hard. Anyway, grab the audio disc and head back to the aquatic sector and play it on the big speaker in the lounge. Time for a spider uni.
수중구역으로 돌아가 오디오 디스크를 재생시켰습니다.
At last, he's no longer miserable. I'm surprised they both weren't originally members of the mutants below. They'd certainly fit. This is...
울음소리가 들린 곳으로 가서 살펴보니 남낙과 전보조씨 둘 다 없었고 대신 스팅어 플린이 등장하였는데요.
You have overstayed your welcome here. I even made you an offer, but guess what? Accepting it is long overdue. Don't worry, I won't get rid of you or collect you just yet. I was never one to abide by wastes. An old friend needs you a lot more than I do. They too are on a path to achieve peace of mind. I already have more than enough subjects to move forward with my aspiration and my ultimate mental refinement. You just take a little nap while I transfer you to where you're meant to be.
Hey you. You're finally awake. Can't blame you for taking a nap. Feels like we've been in this car forever. So, Singer, when are we arriving at this place called Beach?
I believe we are lost.
Nice. You had one job and you messed that up somehow.
I am struggling to locate the being who asked for your opinion.
Can you at least put some music on since we're gonna be out here for a while? That's what I'm talking about. Tequila, what do you think about this? Awesome. Captain, what about you? Captain? Okay, decent answer.
Can you stop vocalizing for just 1 second so I can focus on the road?
What do you mean, focus on the road? We've been going in circles for hours. Never trust a jellyfish, am I right, Upila?
If your pathetic mouth utters another infuriating
당신이 스팅어 플린의 기억을 보고 깨어난 곳은 전보주 씨의 방이었습니다. 그곳엔 남납, 반발리나가 붙잡혀 있었는데요.
Finally, you're waking up. I was getting really bored, and that fella over there isn't much of a talker. Plus, it's scary here. That big green guy keeps checking in on us. I think he believes we're some sort of dolls. We could use that to our advantage to try and escape. He cannot know that we're alive. Every time we move or change something in the room, let's make sure that it's back to the way it was before he checks in on us again. This way, we can inch our way towards escaping, all while he doesn't suspect a thing. In other words, from his point of view, the room must remain unchanged. When he's close, the lights change color, so run back to your chair when the lights change. I don't know where to start though, so you give it a try. No! That's not how the secret club's entrance is supposed to be!
당신은 전보주 씨의 눈을 피해 방 안의 퍼즐을 차례차례 풀어나갔습니다. 녹색 키카드로 방 안에 불을 꺼서 전보조 씨가 볼 수 없게 만들었는데요.
I'm heading back to class, and I expect you to be there before the 4th lesson starts. Trust me, you do not want to miss that one. Children are eagerly awaiting my return, so up I go.
당신은 병동구역에 있는 방에 들어가 남납, 셀린, 반반, 토드스터, 조시, 반발리나 순으로 비밀 코드를 입력해 숨겨져 있던 오디오 디스크를 얻게 되었고 수중구역으로 돌아가 그것을 작동시켰습니다. 이제 당신은 마지막 구역인 진보구역으로 향하였는데요. 그곳에서 수학 문제 수수께끼를 풀었고 미스터 카본맨과 여러 개의 닫힌 문을 지나 낭떠러지가 있는 거대한 방에 도착하게 되었습니다. 그때 타마타키엔 차마타키가 나타나 타마타키는 물방울을 날려 공격하였고 차마타키는 거대한 혓바닥을 날려 공격하였는데요. 당신은 드론으로 벽에 붙은 버튼을 눌러 폭죽을 획득해 괴물의 혓바닥 공격을 날렵하게 피하고 역으로 폭죽을 사용해 혓바닥을 공격하였습니다. 전투 끝에 당신은 타마타키엔 차마타키를 쓰러뜨리고 그 괴물이 있던 자리를 가보니 2개의 고깔 모자와 불에 탄 사진이 있었는데요. 그 사진 속에는 졸피우스, 타마타키엔 차마타키, 그리고 제스터가 있었습니다. 당신은 미스터 카본맨을 고깔 모자로 분장시키고 그를 이동시켰는데요. 이동 중 검은색 키카드를 발견하고 수중구역에 스팅어 풀린 방에 있었던 거대한 문을 열었습니다. 그곳에는 기바늄에 대한 보고서가 있었는데요. 게놈 클로이 현상 때문에 기바늄과 다른 유전자들을 합성할 때 합성할 게놈 개수를 3개 이하로 해야 된다는 보고서였는데요. 당신은 다시 진보구역으로 돌아와 미스터 카본맨을 계속 이동시켜 한 마리의 오필라 버드 새끼가 있는 방으로 들어갔습니다. 당신은 타르타 버드를 타고 다음 구역으로 들어갔는데요.
Okay. Bird riding is a new one, I'll give you that. What drives you forward so vigorously? I refuse to accept that it's your protective parental instincts. Oh, I know. Someone has given you false hope. Promised you what you want when all along they had one thing on their mind. Pancreases. At first, I was confused by how everything was going perfectly in your favor, despite you never being here before. And then it hit me. Someone has to have been guiding you. And as with most things, I was right. You did have help. Your friend here has helped me tremendously. Thanks to him, I bore witness to very vital information. What information, you ask? Well, when my turn comes, I will simply prevent myself from turning into what he turned into.
You can run away,
but the smell of your pancreas will always draw me to you. Stop it, you two.